Hey, what's up, folks? It is me, Brent Leary. As usual, when I do these Friday afternoons with the bold one, the cold one, John Cold Rice Lawson, he's late. What a shock. He's late. Well, actually, what's happening this week is he was actually on time, but his technology wasn't. He'd be using that webcast, you know, whatever you call that, webcam, like from the 90s. And even when it does work, we all know it doesn't really look that great. We humor him, you know, because he's a good guy for the most part. Pretty intelligent. He has some really interesting things to say. So we allowed this to happen. And as usual, right on time, right at the time we are doing the show. So we hope to have him back, folks. Maybe you could leave a comment and express. Maybe you could share with him a tip what webcam he should get that'll work, that'll make him look suitable, something like that. But in the meantime, hello, is that Mist Sarman? I don't know. I hope I'm not butchering that. Thank you for showing up. You must be one of John Lawson's folks. Tell him to buy a new webcam. All right. We need him to be able to look presentable and for stuff to work. Hey, Sven. Wow. Where are you on vacation? That's not your home place, is it? Let me know where you are. I don't know. He's got to earn it. All right. He's back. Let's see if he's working this time. We present to you the one and only, and thank goodness for that, the bold one, the cold one, John Cold Rice Lawson.
Booyah.
Well, at least you're not freezing, which is good.
Oh, it's freezing. It's cold.
Yeah. Well, you are the cold one, right?
The cold one, the bold one.
Oh.
For the next couple of weeks, and then we're dropping that.
What? Wait a minute. Why?
I'm teasing.
You can't drop that. That was like the best gift you have ever received from me.
Anyway.
It's the only gift you've ever received.
Yeah, I've been trying to take it back for years.
You can't, because people probably walk up to you and one of those.
Never in my life.
The cold one, it's the cold one.
Never. It's never caught on.
I tell you what hasn't caught on. Mr. Bad. What the hell is that?
That's just the way I'm feeling today.
Oh, really?
Feeling like Mr. Bad.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know.
What, you didn't get your nap in? Is that it?
I don't know. Pee-wee passed.
I rest in peace. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing to say about Paul Rubens, I believe is his real name.
Oh, who knows?
You know who was on that Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yes.
All right, who?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay, you got that. Right.
Of course.
But that's not where he was. That's not where he got his start. You know where he got his start? You know what his first movie was?
What was his first movie? Tell me.
You got to go back to the 70s.
The 70s? No, I was thinking 80s movie.
He was a kid. He was still like a teenager or something.
Oh no. Which one?
Cornbread Earl and Me.
Yeah. Because I remember because he was in School Days, right?
Yeah, he was older than that. And he was in Apocalypse Now. Remember that? He was in Apocalypse Now.
Mm.
He started acting as a youngin.
Wow. Okay.
But I guess he was in those movies. Well, let's face it, Cornbread Earl and Me wasn't exactly a classic.
No, it's a Chitlin Circuit movie. But yes.
But Apocalypse Now is a classic. That's
It's a Chitlin Circuit movie too.
Get the hell out! I don't. But he went from Apocalypse Now to Pee-wee's pen or whatever the hell.
That's because he's an actor.
That's because he needed a check.
That's what I'm saying. He's an actor.
He was in that. Was he in that before School Days or after? I can't remember.
I think that was before School Days.
It had to be because School Days was 88.
Because everybody would have been like, dude, what's the dude from School Days doing in, so and so, such and such. But, hey, so many people were actually on the Pee Wee Herman show and in Pee Wee's Playhouse and in the movies. He was definitely a Hollywood favorite.
Hey, is this one of your folks?
No, I don't think I know, Miss.
No, oh wow! I thought for sure she was one of your folks.
Hey, Miss Sarah. That was close. I know that was close.
It's MST Sarman. It's not Miss.
I said missed.
Oh, okay. I hope we're getting that.
But what's up? I'm sure we're probably butchering her name. Sorry.
Well, we're glad that she stopped by. And we're waiting. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for all the, the colder isaholics.
Oh, did you put it on my page?
To start stumbling in.
Yeah.
You know how you all roll in.
Hey, bro, it's Friday, man. It's Friday. I'm having a good drink. Life's good, and I'm Mr. Bad.
Well, you know what? I want to do off the top a quick apology to the folks in Henry County, particularly the folks who are at the Fairview Park earlier this morning when I was doing my morning constitutional. I was walking. I do my brisk walk, try to get that exercise in.
Is that what the jacket's for?
No, it's completely separate.
So you won't get hit by driving cars.
That probably wouldn't stop it, but I regress.
All you have to do is turn around and look at them.
Anyway, so I was
that definitely stops traffic. I
was doing my walk around the park. I was into it. I had my AirPods on. I was just listening to some good music as I was walking. And you know how, like, when you're listening, you got your AirPods. Well, for me at least, when I hear a song I know, when I'm out in public, I'm not singing it. I'm mouthing it, like I'm mouthing it along with what I'm hearing.
Okay.
But then there's that instance where you hear a song that you haven't heard in years. And it's just, you get excited and you just start singing along, without even thinking, right? That kind of happened to me this morning because I was just walking along and then all of a sudden, Rick James's 17 came on. And I had heard that song, and
I was listening to it literally 3 days ago. Same way. Go ahead.
So that caught me off guard. I was like, oh man, this is my song. And I started singing out loud. Do you know the lyrics to that song?
Yes, it's a total pedophile song.
She was only 17.
Yes.
17, but she was sexy.
Of course she was.
And I got to the part where I came on at the part where, and she's so young and firm and oh so tender. When
you know all the words.
And surrender. And I sang all that loud, right? And people turned around and started looking at me.
Of course they did. It's inappropriate for today.
Should have been left back in 1984.
It was left back except in your ears.
So as I was singing it and I started getting these weird looks, I realized, oh my God, this sounds really bad.
Really? You didn't catch that at the first?
Because I was just like, oh, this is. I was back to 17.
But yes, that's the same thing. We were sitting on the patio listening to it. Like, damn, I can't believe that was like the hit back.
But I did have this
different days.
I did so amidst all the mean mugging, because like mothers with their kids,
17-year-olds.
There was one man of our age group, and he just looked at me and said, "Rick James." It's like, yeah, man.
And then you said, "Rick James, bitch."
No, I just left it at, yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I went all on my way. So my apologies to everyone that was at Fairview Park this morning.
You ain't write it.
childhood.
He did not write it.
Didn't write it, but I sung the hell out of it though.
I mean, hey, it had a good groove.
Back in '84. Oh
But
my
yes, it is a little inappropriate in the Me Too aftermath.
Well, look, and Rick James was like 40 then, so yeah.
He was not 40
He
then.
was pretty old back then. Are you kidding me?
He was old, but he was not 40.
He was pretty old.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Singing about that?
But, those are the kind of people that will wait at his back door, at the end of the concert. That's what the groupies was like back in the day.
Because
trying to sneak in.
A little curiosity was flashing in her eye.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he was talking about, apparently.
It's crazy. It's sad. And I'm glad we're talking about what's going on today versus yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
No, I'm saying that song was yesterday.
Oh,
it was at a time. It was at a different, juncture of, culture.
Yeah.
Totally so this whole thing about anyway, but this whole thing about let's go back and dig 30 years in somebody's life and then hold them accountable for that. I mean, it's ridiculous. You can't go back 30 years and hold them accountable
for that. Go back in time.
Except when you're talking about the Bible.
We're going to move on from now. Here.
No, I don't move on. I want to show the hypocrisy.
No, we already know that's there.
It's total hypocrisy. But anyway, let's go on. Now we can go.
What's caught your attention this week? A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Amazon. Remember we used to talk about Amazon? Remember that?
Yeah. What did you hear about Amazon?
Oh, their earnings were crushers.
Earnings crushers. They made a AI announcement.
Yep.
So, but I mean, still, that's Amazon crushing is not news.
Well, this year it is.
That's what I'm saying. They had 2 bad quarters.
Yeah,
and they weren't even bad quarters; they were just flat.
Well, comparatively, everybody.
I mean, give me a break. Okay, so the recession's over. Fine.
What do you mean the recession is over?
It was horrible, bro. It was a tough time. It was a tough winter.
Okay. I tend to. Did I sleep through it? Did I blink?
I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's all kind of things coming at us at the same time.
Well, I think one of the things that boosted Amazon is you mentioned it. They talked about AI, and
that helps.
That pretty much helps everything. Just sprinkle a little AI on everything that ails you, and you'll be all right.
I got some AI right here. It's yummy.
It is what it is at this point, folks. I mean, what can you do about it? Let me ask you a question. And anybody is out there, please feel free to contribute your thoughts in the comments.
Oh, yes, do that, and then we'll talk about Roger Waters. I'm writing that down.
Roger Waters?
I'll tell you. You ain't heard. Go ahead.
Roger Waters from Pink Floyd?
Exactly. You ain't heard yet. I'll tell you. I made a note.
Because I do like me some Pink Floyd.
Okay, so you're going to freak out on this one.
Well, he's been pretty crabby for a number of years.
Yes, he has.
I don't know if I'm going to freak out. But anyway, I'm sincerely interested in this because I do this rarely and I hate doing it. I hate doing what I'm about to talk about. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Okay.
So, we're all putting stuff out on social media. We're all creating content. We want people to look at it, read it, watch it, comment, share, some sort of engagement. So when you really want stuff to happen, or you really want it to reach as broad an audience as possible, you tend to ask people, hey, could you do me a favor? Could you share this? Could you do whatever to help me get this out? I don't do that a lot because I feel weird about asking, hey, can you do this for me? All right, but I
You
do
gotta ask me.
but I do it when I need to.
Not to
And
say.
and but here's the thing. When you ask people to do, like, could you share it? Do you really want them to just click a button and say, oh, I did it? Or do you really, really deep down really want them to read it all the way or watch it all the way and comment and have a real opinion, not just, oh, this is great, but to actually full contact engagement, not just doing the minimum, which is okay. I'm not downing it at all, but it deep down, when you ask people, can you share? Do you really want them to fully engage with it, not just click a share link, but really watch it, take it in, comment, have a real opinion? Or is it just enough for them to share it? Because that, in the end, you hope enough people share it, will get to people who hopefully will want to do all the stuff I just talked about. Where do you stand with that?
I want you to share it, then read it.
Do you?
I'd prefer that.
And you're frozen, by the way.
I know. I don't know what's going on my computer.
Hey,
I have no idea. Can you hear me though?
I can hear you.
All right. Well, that's all that cares.
And thankfully, you're frozen in a situation where your mouth is nice and closed, so you don't look crazy.
I don't look crazy.
No.
Although on my side, you're frozen and your mouth's open. But
anyway,
I know it's on me. My computer, I can see the thing spinning.
Oh,
so
you get yourself a new computer.
Yeah, one day.
Get yourself a new webcam. Get
one
yourself
day.
a microphone. Get yourself a new damn face.
No, I don't need that, bro. I don't know what you're talking about there. I was born this way.
God, and we've all had to suffer for it. Cousin Lisa, you should start a GoFundMe for your cousin.
So to do what?
To get you. No, I'm talking about she should start one for you.
To do what?
To get you a new damn laptop.
I don't know. Like you said, man, the last couple of weeks, things been acting a little funky. Who knows? It could be time. You never know, man. These things, the batteries swell, the hard drive. I think the hard drive is full though. I really do. I gotta empty the hard drive.
Yeah, please do.
Because that's the attitude it's giving me.
You know the best way to empty that hard drive? Throw the damn computer out.
Well, it could be because you're appearing on my screen. So there you go.
This sucker has been, don't be blaming that on me. Right. I bet there's all sorts, all your people, your mentees. Why does coach's laptop always freeze?
No, my laptop don't be always freezing. Only. Anyway, to answer your question, I mean, more than anything, I think we're looking for reach. I think interaction is important. But the bigger the reach, a lot of times, the more the interaction. So I don't know which comes first, interaction or reach. I don't know.
Well, I mean, let's explore that a little bit. So as long as they do something, you're good, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because all of that is an interaction.
That's an interaction.
Yeah, if you share it, that's an interaction. You comment, that's an interaction.
That's true.
But
what about when you just share it and like this, and I have to admit I have mixed feelings about stuff. Like I'll send out to a small group of folks saying, hey, would you mind doing sharing, commenting, liking, you pick whatever you like to do. And like within a minute I see a like, and I'm like, okay, is there anything else coming? And then I get the email reply say done. So I know basically the good part is thank you. for doing that. But then the back of my mind is like, I know they didn't take any time to actually watch or read this because it's just very quick.
Right.
Does that cross your mind? Do you want to say something that, like, hey?
I mean, so like for real, like when yours comes through, I know what you want. You really want me to share it, right? So I'll share it. Well, wait. I'll
Okay.
share it before I read it, and then if I read it and it deserves an interaction, I'll interact.
Okay. First of all, hi Trish. Thanks for
Hey,
watching.
Trish.
Is she one of your folks?
Yeah, I know Trish.
Okay, good. Good to meet you, Trish.
Oh, I can't wave at you because I'm frozen.
Well,
But
Trish, this is so good because you can't see anything but that image. Probably the best for the time being. All right, so the like is good. You like the like.
no, you know what? The like is what I'll give you, or I'll give to a person, or no, it's the share.
Wait, let me turn it around.
Okay.
So when somebody sends you an email or something, it says, "Hey, Coach John, I just wrote this post, or I just put up this podcast or this video. Would you mind sharing it?" That's all they say. What do you do next?
Just any old person or you?
Well, no, well, somebody that you know. Oh my God! Now you're like, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I saw it kind of go.
It went haywire. What the hell?
It's like it caught up and then
You
it
were like,
froze
that's
again.
supposed, and now you're stuck again.
Yeah, let's turn off this recording thing. We'll try that.
Oh my God, you're just ridiculous.
It might be that. I think that's probably what it is. It's trying to record to a full hard drive, and that's
Here,
what I
turn
think
it
was
off.
doing. I don't know if I can, but I'll try.
Well, yeah, if you can't, can I? You know what? I don't think I can turn it off
Yeah,
either.
it said a recording error. I mean, I think that's what got me off.
Oh, so you're jacked up hard drive.
Uh,
That's because StreamYard is trying to in real time upload the local recording.
yeah.
Ah,
This
if I had known that, I wouldn't have
it's
done.
it's a total clusterfuck here, bro.
You are. Well, why don't we do this?
What?
Why don't I stop? Come back in on a new session. And
But what happens? Everybody gets dropped?
well, but it'll start right back,
How
folks.
about I drop?
I don't think that'll work because
Well, let me do that first so that you stay there and then we can do your thing second.
Okay, but will it try to automatically start trying to upload the recording?
We'll see. Mine says recording error on my part.
Okay.
So let me leave and come back in and just see.
We'll give it a shot.
All right, cool.
I
love technology.
Well, I love my technology, not quite yours. All right, folks. So once again, the bold one, the cold one, Mr. Bad is what he's calling himself. I think it should be Mr. Bad Tech or something like that. Oh, you're still there? Why can't you get out?
Shut up. I'm hearing what you're saying.
You're supposed to be gone. All right, he's gone. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna try to help him, and hopefully he will be able to come back and we can all see his smiling. Well, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but anyway, so maybe you guys can answer this for us as this conversation. When you create something, whether it's a blog post or a podcast or a video or an image, something that you are excited to get out to the world because you want to get interaction, you want to get engagement, and hope maybe it's something that hopefully will lead to some sort of business opportunity. So it's one of those things. So you create it and you have an email list of folks that you think will help you to get this thing out to the world. Uh, do you feel good if people immediately respond in a way like, oh, they liked it? I mean, like immediate reaction. They liked it. Okay, here he's back. Let's see if this is going to work.
Of
All right.
course. Of course.
What do you mean, of course?
That's a dopamine reaction.
Oh, well, let me finish because I'm not. Maybe I don't have enough dopamine in me
But you're
because
dope.
my first reaction is, oh, they didn't even pay attention to the stuff. They just did the action, which is a good. Is there's good and bad, at least the way I view it. It's great that you have friends that are willing to just do that, but I want to. I would have loved for them to actually take a little time to read.
There's a hierarchy to this thing,
or
bro.
something.
There's a hierarchy.
Okay.
You know, the lowest is a like. People will like stuff without caring.
Yeah.
The next level is a share. No, the next level is a comment. And then the highest level is a share.
I would think it would be a like, a share, and a comment because you can like and share something without paying attention to it whatsoever.
Yeah, but see, I'm not going to share something because I know that as soon as I share something, it gives validation. I'm passing on my, you know, it's like I co-sign that when I share something. That's my co-signing.
But I guess what I'm saying is, you send out with that option, and people there's an immediate reaction. They like it. All that is, at least from my perspective, because I've done this.
You press a button.
Somebody asked me to do it. I'll do it without even looking. Because first of all, there's somebody I know, so I'm not worried about they're gonna.
That's liking. You'll do liking without looking.
Do liking without looking. Okay. I can do sharing without looking.
You will share without looking.
For some people, absolutely.
You will definitely at least look at the title before you share.
Okay, but I mean that's like a split second. I'm not engaging. I'm not getting into the like if it's a 2-minute video.
Cool. I'll flip those two. For you.
Lisa is saying I would ask some friends to share, and they have that's exactly what I'm saying. But I'm asking, once you've done that, and they have the option, they're not obligated at all. But do you feel a little disappointed when all they do is like, or should you be happy as, oh, they liked it, they responded? I'm kind of caught in the middle.
So you get disappointed?
I get a little. Look,
your emotions are way too locked in.
No, it's content. It's like, well, it's like you want people to like the stuff, to watch it, and then.
I mean, yeah.
But if they don't,
you can't be attached to their actions. That's your emotions should not be attached to their actions.
But how can they not? How can you, when you make something, when you create something, don't you want some kind of reaction to it? Beyond
absolutely. But if it's shit, it's shit.
But it's how do you know it is? Because it's the immediate like proves that they didn't really pay attention to it.
You know what? Sometimes content is too deep, and I don't have the time.
Well, you know what? I would say if somebody sent something to me and they kind of laid it out like, oh, this is kind of important to me, and it'd be great. I have sponsors, so I'm trying to show them, there's some engagement with this stuff.
Right.
I would totally appreciate if somebody replies, "Hey, look, I don't have time, but I'll do the like and the share," or something like. Oh, that would make me feel better, as opposed to somebody just does the like, and then I'm left wondering, well, man, they didn't even look at it.
Bro, you can't. It's just a social media. You can't take it that serious.
I take it very seriously. All right.
Yeah.
Trish says if the post is public, then a like is almost as good as a share. I totally disagree with that. because it can be seen in Facebook news feeds to all their friends.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the same as a share. Once again, the technical aspects of a like versus a share, there's a little bit more juice in the share.
But I'm saying you're overlaying your emotions or your ranking on other people. Where if I do a like, you should be happy I even paid attention to your shit.
But I'm not like but wait a minute. Are there certain people when you send a clarion call to, hey, would you mind sharing this? Don't you kind of expect something from that group of people? I'm not talking about some mailing list.
Oh, so just your inner circle.
Your close, your inner circle, your mind
Well,
meld.
then you know what? You should probably you should take more time to express how important it would be for them.
Well, I would put it in an email. That's what I've done.
Right.
I'm getting good results personally, but sometimes I'm like, wow.
But you just don't know what's on people's plate at the time, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I like what you said. It's like, hey, I did the like. I'm out running. I'm making moves. I can't really get into it more, but I just want to let you know.
So you still want me to respond?
Absolutely. Why not?
Because
if I send you something, you better damn well respond to me.
Look, bro, you already know. I will ignore you in a heartbeat. But I'm just saying, the thing is, we can't overlay our stuff on other people. You never know what other people are going through at that moment. Just because you sent out an email, I always say this: poor planning on your part is not an emergency on my part.
It's not about poor planning.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, let me just put it like this. If you'd have told me yesterday that tomorrow I'm going to make this big post, I would really appreciate it if you read it, make a comment, get engaged. Then, okay, I'll make time for it tomorrow. But if you just say, hey, I just posted something, go over there and read it and like it.
Well, see, that's not how I operate.
I know you're not, but I'm like, your mind.
Some people do.
In your mind, though, what's the time limit? 24 hours? Or 30 minutes?
A Facebook
story? I'm sure for you, probably what you're talking about, you're feeling kind of some kind of way after 30 minutes. Be like, bro, he ain't even said that.
No, not at all. Look, I send something off. I just send it off. I'm just expressing what's going on internally. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Keeping tabs on anybody or anything.
Right.
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying, in your internal clock, how long before time lapse?
I'm like, a couple days. I mean, because
a couple days. Okay, fine.
Because what I'm putting out, it's not extremely time sensitive. It's just
not all that important.
Well, it's not life. My life isn't in danger or anything like that. It's not like a ransom. Please, if you don't give me 1,000 likes, I'm going to get killed or anything like that.
Right.
But it's like I said, it's the group of people
nice,
that you have real relationships with, not just.
It'd be nice.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't count on it.
So you wouldn't be. You wouldn't be.
I don't expect people to do anything. It's like I got an event coming up. You got an event coming up. Those are the big ones. Would you share this? Let people on your list know. That's one of the big ones. That's when I'll put stuff out. But I tell people, I'm like, that's going to only be at best 10% of your response rate. I don't care how good these people are, how big their lists are.
Yeah, well, so I'll say this much: like the group of folks that I would do this with, I'm getting way more response rates than that. But that's because I have personal relationships with.
From their people or from their list?
No, I don't see. That's the difference. I don't ask people to send stuff to their list.
So you just really want the people that are your friends that to respond to your stuff.
People that I know. I can't get beyond that.
You just want those people to respond to your stuff when you ask them.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great.
All right.
I'm not.
Well, Brent, they just don't like you that much.
No, I think it's part like you're saying. People are busy and people have things to do.
Yeah. And you
so,
might not be the only person that did that day either.
Of course, that's why I don't do that often. I really try not to do that kind of stuff, because I don't want people to feel like, okay, well, now that he's asked, now that gives me the right to ask.
Right.
And then all you get is a bunch of reciprocations, from everybody, and it's like, well, I don't necessarily want that to be how my
me either.
spread.
That's another thing I'm like too, man. It's like I won't ask people because it's like moving. Don't ask me to help you move. I won't ask you to help me move, kind of vibe.
But it's like you want your content to be valued. I think that's kind of the bottom line. You don't want it to be valued just because it's of reciprocation. It's almost like, remember, like back when there was this thing called Twitter.
Yeah, I don't remember that. What was that?
Yeah, before the X thing. And you would follow people. Remember, you had that auto follow thing.
Oh yeah.
And at first it was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yep, it didn't work.
Well, after a while, it's like, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
Because I'm not following you, and you damn sure ain't following me, just because it says you're following. You're not paying attention to a damn thing. So what's the point of that? So that's why I'm saying I don't want to surround. I want to have people, and I have people that I can occasionally do this with. I don't want to overburden anybody with it. But when I do it, it would be nice if it goes beyond a like.
Pay them.
See that once again, that kind of defeats the purpose too.
Why? How's that defeat the purpose?
All that means is it's pay for play. It's not real.
Yeah, but you asked, it ain't real either.
Well, no, it could be real, because just because you ask, when you ask, because like you said, people are running around doing like 1,000 things at a time.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason that they never look at your stuff is because of that. So if you ask them to take a peek, take a look, and if they have enough time to do that,
they will.
Maybe they'll see it and say, "Oh wow, this is actually."
But you know what? Here's the thing. I do the question of the day, right?
Yeah.
I have people that will come and tell me, "Oh, I love the question of the day. That's so cool." And I'll be like, "Bro, you've never answered a question."
That's because most people are lurkers.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. If most people are lurkers, you might send it out asking them to lurk. They'll lurk, but they still won't respond. So just because you didn't get a response doesn't mean they were not reading it.
Well, but here's the thing. You want that response, you want that engagement, because now, I mean, this is my thing here. When you have a sponsor for your content, you want to be able to show them that people are paying attention. Yes. And not just that. Oh,
that's not the best way to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, all I'm saying is if you're trying to get people to look,
pay them
and hope. Well, see, I don't like that model. I don't want to think.
Well, I'm not saying paying them. I'm saying pay for them.
Look, that's
get a bigger spread.
I'd rather not do it like that, because
more engagement. This is how it works.
But that engagement is like, you can tell. You can go on YouTube and you see somebody who has all of a sudden, like, their subscriber number goes from like 1 to 10,000 overnight.
Well, no, not that.
And every video that put out miraculously gets the same amount of views. What's good is that?
No, but let's put it like this. The deal is that some video, let's use video like on YouTube or whatever, right? Let's say you've got a audience of 10,000 people that are subscribers, right? Okay. Out of that number, probably 10, 15% at best is your average view. So you got 10,000 people. On average, you'll get 1,000 views. That means sometimes you get 300, sometimes you get 2,000, sometimes you get 1,000, sometimes you get 1,500, sometimes you get 400. You know what I mean? Overall, you've got about 10% of that as your view thing. If somebody comes and gives you sponsorship money to do a video, I believe it is in the person's best interest that has gotten the money for the sponsorship to take at least 10% of that and do sponsored traffic with it, so that your normal 1,000 goes up to 3,000, 4,000. And then that way more people actually saw that advertised sponsored post, so that that person that's spending money with you to reach that 10,000 subscribers gets their best return on result.
I guess I don't see it that way, because a lot of the paid traffic route.
These are people on your list. I wanted to show the people on my list.
Well, let's see. I don't have a mailing list.
I'm talking about people that are subscribers. When I say on your list, they came to you because you had this list of 10,000 subscribers.
Well,
in reality,
okay.
We know that about 1,000 people actually watch. So we'll triple the audience by putting some money behind it, so that we are sure, because we don't control these platforms and how often they put our stuff in front of people. Just because somebody's your friend on Facebook doesn't mean they're going to actually see every post that I put up.
Absolutely not. But see, I guess I don't necessarily focus on the raw numbers as opposed to the quality of the person engaging with the content, because LinkedIn and I deal a lot with the enterprise stuff. So you don't need masses. You need the right folks in the right title at the right business, and hopefully the people that you directly engage with are the kind of folks who are connected to those people. Beyond your connection with them, I always like to kind of like circle the wagon. So other people that are in kind of that group of people that I'm in, if I can help, or that they can help me amplify to that audience. It's not a big audience, but it's the right targeted audience. Then it doesn't matter, if I buy a list for 10,000 people, because most of those people are not going to be able or interested in the stuff that I do. But
you just can't take it personal.
I know are able to help me amplify and circle the wagons. And then I can start seeing, when I see comments from somebody I know that I don't normally engage with, but I know that they're like the president of this part of a big tech company, and I see they liked it. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. See that I'm getting there. So I don't need a whole big group. I just need the right group. Okay. Trish says, weren't we taught many years ago in your e-commerce group, John, that we should like, comment, and share others' goods as part of networking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could, but it's still optional.
It's still, but do you do that now? I mean, do you do that?
What, share other people's stuff?
Yeah.
If it's funny.
If it's funny.
I mean, pretty much, But I comment on a lot of people's stuff. I like a lot of people's stuff. It's rare that I share stuff on my own timeline.
That's not yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My timeline, you know what? Honestly, my timeline.
Why is that? Answer
because that. Because my timeline is for one to many. That's what I use it for.
Thank you, Lisa, cousin Lisa.
My timeline is for one to many.
But it's for one to many in terms of the stuff that you want to get out to the many.
Yeah, right? I'm the one. They are the many. What part?
Well, but if somebody asked you to share something that they did to your
audience. Yes.
What would you do?
Maybe.
What would it depend on?
It depends on the content. If it's, if I'm feeling it, I mean, it's all that. If it goes in line with my vibe that I want for my channel, I mean, just look at it. I think I look at my channel as a channel, right? As a walled commentary. How about that?
A walled commentary.
Yeah. I look at my timeline as my walled commentary.
That makes total sense.
Yeah. Especially on Facebook, because Facebook is all about me. And when I say that, it's really not about my business. It's like I've told business people, if you look at my Facebook and it offends you, then it's working, so don't look there, because that's not where I do business.
But you do some business there.
I mean, know
the AI boss thing.
Well, somewhat, yes. I will push when I'm ready to push something. Yeah. I will push it there, right? And I've got a whole method around that, But in reality, it's still John. John shows up, and you got to be ready for that. I think at some level, if you're, I don't know. I can't explain it all, but no, I won't just, if somebody else makes a post, I won't just automatically, just because they ask me, post it. Now, oftentimes I will post it on my other channel.
Which channel is that?
Like my my John Lawson, what do they call him now? But fan page, you know what I'm saying? Business page.
Oh.
I'll put it over there because that's not my personal page.
Okay. Alan is saying his timeline is his curation.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not a service for others. My answer is also maybe for share.
That's good. It's my curation.
No, it's always up to you. It's always your.
No, but I like what he's saying. It's my curation. If your thing fits into my curation, I'll be more than happy. If you identified something, I'm like, man, yeah, I need to post that. I'll do that.
What if it's something that's not completely lined completely up, but it's somebody and like, and they're like, hey, I know you got this big following. This isn't completely.
Yeah, I'm not giving you that.
You're not at all.
There's no. People pay for that.
What if it's like a good friend of yours?
I don't have any good friends.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. It's true. I don't have any good friends. What do you want? What do you want?
That's kind of funny. For me, Facebook, maybe I treat things differently. I look at it differently. Quite honestly, I don't get a lot of people asking me to do this stuff, and I really respect it. That's why maybe I don't do it a lot.
Oh, well, I'm gonna start asking. Shit, I thought you were busy.
Oh, keep it. Say what? No, it's like, do you think? Maybe it depends on the circle of the sphere of you kind of travel in, but do you get hit up a lot for doing that kind of stuff?
Hit up a lot to share stuff?
Yeah.
No, not really.
No? Okay.
Not really. I mean, I get approached for people that want to do stuff. I mean, I just got this. I'll read this. I remember I got this today. So I trust all is well there with you and your loved ones. That's immediately a signal.
Yeah, right? That sounds like somebody you don't really know.
It's like, is August a good time for you to participate in our list building finding clients giveaway event? Just need your email address and landing page link. You think I paid attention to that?
But is that coming from somebody that you really know?
No. But I mean, come on. Honestly, you got 5,000 friends. Anyway,
but do you really?
It's all in the wash. I can't believe you talked about this for an hour of our time.
This is important stuff.
Is it?
Except for
tell me what you feel. What do you feel?
Wait a minute. I'm reading Trish's comment. It's just complimentary to you, unfortunately. I'm a colder ice John Colrice Lawson fan. Love most of his most, not all.
You can't. I don't want you to love all my content. My mama don't love all my content.
Well, that's true. Mama Ice. But what are you asking me now? What?
No, I'm just trying to get to what you think people should do.
I can't tell people what they should do. I'm really interested in, I don't like doing pay for play. Now, I don't really include the traditional digital marketing in that. Like, I don't think I would ever pay to get 10,000 subscribers or something like that. Because first of all, I think that's bogus. But I guess what I'm saying is, when I do put something out that I really do want people to pay attention to, or to help me, or help me to get out, that's when I do that's when I do it. I don't
pay for it. I don't get this. I'm not gonna I'm too good to pay for what everybody else pays for.
Good, but it feels like all you're paying for is a number, and not.
No, you're paying for reach, and then some of the people that actually care will see it. Some of the people you actually are trying to reach.
Here, I guess the bottom line for me is, I can see that being incredibly important when there's an offer at the end of it. Like if you're trying to sell something, or
but you have your own desire in doing that. It's not
no, well, I've already
flowers and cattle.
No, wait. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to sell something at the end of it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're trying to position yourself. You I don't know what it is. You won't admit to it, but you got something in there that has an ego attached to it that you need fed.
No, see what I guess I haven't explained.
We all do.
You have something that a sponsor already bought into, so it's not like you're.
So you already sold it.
Yeah, that exactly. Like when you have a piece of content that you already have sponsored.
Okay, so somebody sponsored you to write the content?
Well, I'm just saying, a piece of content that you already have sponsored, whether it's a podcast or a video or a blog.
Okay, and you want
brought to you by, you want to show them that the stuff that they sponsored is reaching audience in a somewhat meaningful way, not just
in a meaningful way, but you want it to be done by you asking people versus you paying people. And that's the part I don't get, as if you feel like one is more organic than the other.
Well, I think one is more organic than the other. If you're asking people that you already know and have a relationship with, it's not just blindly throwing something out there. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead, put it.
Dinner time. Please share this comment. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy that blueberry bagel.
Oh my God, this guy, Alan. I don't know if you're leaving. That's great, but damn, 6 o'clock on the dot. You are what, 60?
Damn, that's cold.
That's cold, man. That's
actually
cold. He's close. He's close. I know.
Yeah, he's in our age group. But anyway,
he got the folk. He got the family.
Alan, we're glad you're here because I know you're on vacation at this.
Oh, he's going to dinner with 60-year-olds. There you go. I nailed it. Nailed
it. Yeah. Enjoy that. And it's 6 o'clock. Isn't it dinner? It's dinner time. It's not, 3 o'clock special.
Bro, it's dinner time in the 1950s.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious. Hey, no, man, please. I ain't had 6 o'clock dinner since I was living with my parents.
I'd be having early, see, when you're raised by teachers and
old people. Yes, old people.
They weren't old in the 80s. They were not old. But
stop. How old were your parents in the 80s?
Early 50s.
Yeah, old. Like your ass.
Not old.
You are old.
When your work day ends at 3 or 3:30, you can eat early. That's all I'm saying.
Man, bro, I'll be hungry at 9.
With no shame whatsoever.
I will be hungry at 9.
Thanks, Alan. All right. And thanks,
You're funny.
cousin Lisa.
Lisa, Trish, mwah. I thank you guys. I'm sorry I didn't get to argue with Brent too much today.
Are you kidding me? More than enough.
I didn't.
At least we didn't get another 60 minutes of AI talk.
We should do some AI talk.
And,
AI is so important.
I've got a reprieve.
AI is so important.
It's important, but it's not the end all be all. That
it's the end all be all.
It is not hard. It might be the end all.
It's not. Anyway. You're stupid.
I like that part. Yeah. No, I mean, there are other things in life than AI. I know that's hard for people to believe, but it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway.
I appreciate you.
All right. Are you around next week?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't looked at my calendar for the month yet. I think I do one travel, and it's probably not next week. It's the week after, I think. So we're good.
I am home until Labor Day, after Labor Day.
Man, I tell you, I don't know. My calendar got full all of a sudden. I guess everybody's back at work.
In August?
I got not August, September, October.
Oh, yeah. I already got 6 trips lined up after Labor Day.
I think I got something like that too. So we're going to be
I'm
hard.
Enjoy my time home until then.
Yeah, enjoy your time home, and stop running around in the worker bee jacket. It's kind of weird.
I like it. I was doing some cleaning in my room, and I wanted to get in the mood.
So you have to put on the worker bee jacket.
I was moving furniture around and everything.
Do you have a thing on your back that goes back?
No, I don't have any sounding.
No. Okay. Well, you should get that too, man.
That's quite.
And you should get a hat with a light on it.
You know what? I'll stick with this. I'll stick with what I got. Thank you.
Your fashion choices are amazing.
Yeah, so is my camera.
It is. Your camera is amazing. It's getting better.
Your webcam is not.
It's about the same.
It is about the same as
it's about the same. I don't care. You're not going to you cannot shame me on my camera.
I don't need to. It does a fine job on its own. So.
Have a nice weekend, Trish.
Nice to meet you, Trish. And have a great one. Maybe we'll see you next week. Oh, wait.
Deuces.
We're out.